just a technical issue, folks. We'll get started very, very shortly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being patient this morning and welcome to our auction. My name's Cole Banks, I'll be your auctioneer here today. On behalf of the Professionals Paradise Point, welcome to our online auction. Folks, all bidders must be registered if you're prior to this obviously day to be able to bid and participate. All phone bidding will be relayed to me, so bidding will come off the floor via agents. I'll be signing on behalf of both buyer and seller in this case. And just another thing too, you'll all see the bidding alongside me here on the screen as we go through it. There will be about a 5 to 6 seconds delay, so just be aware of that. If there are any technical issues, I'll continue the auction via just the telephone itself. So ladies and gentlemen, we do have two auctions here today, so I'll read the terms and conditions out for the auction and the auction process, ladies and gentlemen, and then I'll just do a brief description. But again, a hearty welcome. And so those terms and conditions are, of course, no cooling off period, no pest and building, no finance clause under auction terms. You must be registered, hold up your registration number as your actual bidding. And of course, that will be done by the agents on the floor. Thank you again for David, and we've got Heidi and also Mark, thank you on the floor. The highest approved bidder is the buyer, subject to the reserve price and the seller's approval. Seller may bid either personally or by representative. Bidder wants their ability to enter and complete the contract of sale in accordance with its terms. Any person bidding on behalf of another person must provide the auctioneer with a copy of their written authority prior to the auction, otherwise the bidder be taken to be acting on their own behalf. The auctioneer has discretion to refuse to accept any bid. It's not in the best interest of the owner, and the decision of the auctioneer is final on all matters relating to the auction. Without affecting the above, if there is a dispute over a bid, the auctioneer may reopen the bidding and resubmit the property for sale, starting with the highest bid previously accepted, or determine the dispute in any other way the auctioneer considers appropriate in his or her absolute discretion. Immediately on the fall of the hammer, bidder of the highest bid accepted must sign as buyer the contract of sale in the form displayed with the conditions of sale and pay the deposit to the nominated stakeholder. Ladies and gentlemen, in both these options, 5% has been approved. One party has asked on one property for 5%, not the usual 10, and two parties have asked on the other property. So ladies and gentlemen, it is also 30 days on both properties. The seller and the buyer agree to sign all documents, do everything else necessary to transfer the property to the buyer. Each appoint myself, the auctioneer, to sign on their behalf. That appointment is non-revocable. If the buyer does not pay the deposit at the seller's option, the result of the auction treated is invalid and the property may be resubmitted to public auction at the risk and expense of that buyer, or the seller may affirm the contract of sale and pursue their legal and other remedies against the buyer as they see fit. Ladies and gentlemen, terms and conditions over. We're going to do Dunes Avenue first up. That's number 2, Dunes Avenue, and it's basically just a very, very short walkway, just a block down to the waterways. We are at number 2, Dunes Avenue, Hope Island. Lot number 279, plan number 803. 08. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a 4-bedroom home sitting on 799 square metres, a little bit of a Queensland-ish style of home, and of course we've got the polished floors. We've also got the modern kitchen and a big double lock-up garage for those people who have had their inspections on the property. I know you know what you're looking at. Large open plan with an office as well, all going to a veranda, all one side of the property, and of course you have a wonderful off that veranda, wonderful decked area, all covered for barbecue area, and that flows on overlooking the pool area and the house itself, all surrounded by lovely palm trees. Well presented, an easy lifestyle, there's no doubt about it. The tenant, it is tenanted, ladies and gentlemen, but it is a month-to-month lease. And that month-to-month obviously just means that 30-odd days notice to the tenant. But we'd like to thank the tenant while we've actually saying that as well, for allowing us to be able to interrupt their life as we go through selling the property. So again, 5% 30 days. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm simply going to call it over to you. We have a wonderful property here, absolutely beautiful. Remembering walking distance, so easy access to the waterways that you've got, so close to shopping centres. Presentation is 100%, there's no doubt about it, and just unpack your bags as you walk through the property, as you own the property in the next 30-odd days. Your opportunity right here and now. I would have thought something like around about the 750 or thereabout, have to be fair and reasonable. We've got agents on the floor just talking to parties, so just be aware of that. We've got a couple of people here and one party sitting on the fence a little bit, but again, I think we've got 3 registered bidders in this particular case. We've got the one party sitting on the fence. Again, here we are negotiating under auction terms though. So bear with us as we do this. It's not an easy thing to do. Of course, these online auctions are coming in because of the situation.
700.
We've got 700 to start us off. At $700,000, and thank you. At $700,000, ladies and gentlemen, I did call for the 750, but at 700,000, there it is. At $700,000, ladies and gentlemen, opportunity knocking here. At $700,000, back to you, Mark, if you like. It's your opportunity right here and now. Just about talking to the parties. Remember, we're relaying off the phone all the time, so please bear with us. Don't forget, we've just got that little bit of a delay as well. But it's $700,000. Remembering I did call for the 750. I'll use the auctioneer's bid, vendor bid, or client bid. They all mean the same. We're bidding on behalf of the owner, 725. At $725,000, remembering that I did call for the 750, and I believe that was very fair. So at 725 is with me on behalf of the owner. At $725,000, we've got Dave Vacillo reiterating what's happening here in the background. Mark talking to his party as well. But again, 725 is with me on behalf of the owner. At $725,000. At $725,000 at once. At $725,000 at twice. At $725,000, ladies and gentlemen, calling it up. Third and final. What are we doing there, David? 10. Look, we'll go with it. At 10, we'll go with it. At 735. At 735. At $735,000. Is that confirmed there?
Yep.
Is confirmed, thank you. At 735. At 735, and again, I did call for that 750.
Yeah.
But again, here to negotiate under auction terms, right here and now. Again, it's with Dave Vacillo, ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, talking to the parties, and again, it's a little difficult. Mark's having a bit of problems there. He's talking to the party, which I think there's 2 parties involved on the other end of the phone, so obviously that's difficult when it comes to those circumstances as well. So again, 735 is still the bid. At $735,000, ladies and gentlemen. At $735,000, remembering I called for the 750. At $735,000, again, at once, against your mark. With David's buyer, but again, not enough to buy the property. 735 at twice. Asking the buyer to negotiate a little higher if we can. This is what we do. I always talk with the highest bidder as we go through the process. 735 is where we stand. At 735, third and final. Are we all said? All done. Mark, what are we doing over there? Your opportunity. Coming in now. Shaking his head a little bit. David, what do we do? 735. At 735, he's talking to the other party. David's just giving me the nod. Talking to the other party on the phone. At 750, I have called it at 750. So ladies and gentlemen, again, right the way from the beginning, I'm going to use the auctioneer's bid again at 750. Did call for that right in the beginning. I do appreciate the bidding from the one party. Another party here standing on the fence a little bit, and now the third party just still not bidding, but it's 750, 750. At $750,000. 3 bidders, 1 sitting on the fence. We've got right from the beginning, but in fact, we've only got the one party. Another party's nodding his head over here through Mark. And again, another one sitting on the fence as well. And here we are negotiating at 735, now 750. 750, it is on behalf of the owner. At once at 750. At twice at $750,000. We are prepared to negotiate from 750. We're being fair and reasonable at that price, right from the beginning. At $750,000. Remembering where you are, wonderful, wonderful address. Easy walk down to the waterways, and not forgetting the new shopping centre that you've got close by as well. Straight up the road from it. Beautiful, beautiful opportunity here for all parties concerned. Got to call it up. Last time, just getting a nod. Wrong way, unfortunately, David. We've got to go the other way. We're not quite there, but I did call for the 750 right from the beginning. I do appreciate it's not easy bidding over the telephone. We are trying to take our time to help people understand that we're trying to help them as well. Our job is a very humble job, just bringing buyers and sellers together. So we're taking that opportunity, but David has given me the nod, so the nod is no. So it's 750 with an auctioneer's bid on behalf of the owner. Ladies and gentlemen, vendor bid, owner bid, all the same thing. I'm going to call it up at once, twice, third and final. Are we sure, David? I'll simply pass the property in. We'll be negotiating with that party. Folks, we'll just move along. We'll just give it just a couple of seconds, just to contain yourself. We're going back to Pendrap now. the second auction. Parties interested in this. It's interesting, we've got one party couldn't get their finance right at the last part on yesterday afternoon, trying to get it rapidly, but couldn't quite get it. But we are at number 225/3, Pendrat Parade, Hope Island. We do have parties registered here. Thank you so much for being registered for those folks that are watching this live. And I know it's a little difficult sometimes over the phone, but rest assured, we're doing the best we possibly can to help you to bring that buyer and seller together as we go through this process. Remembering, if you need that little bit of extra time, just ask the agent. You need to have a chat with the other party at the phone. But again, we're live and away we go. North facing luxury, home-sized apartment, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wonderful, wonderful address. I've auctioned a few of these properties off over the years. They really are a home size, there is no doubt about it. Very big lounge, dining and family area, opening out to a wonderful big patio area, all covered, veranda, overlooking the lake area. Beautiful, beautiful gardens around and walkways around this property as well. There is no doubt about it. 225/3, Pendrat Parade, Hope Island, Alana Aqua, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, overlooking that lake area that we've got on the second floor, we are 3 king-size beds that we've got, 2 bathrooms, main of course ensuited, and 2 secure side-by-side parking that we've got here. Generous balcony, ladies and gentlemen, with a gas bayonet point for your barbecues, and of course hot plates of gas as well. New ducted air conditioning in this particular property, and of course we've got new LED lighting and open plan, ladies and gentlemen, that you've got here. Of course, secure gated premises that you are in, and of course resort facilities, and they really are resort facilities. Looking across the lake, you see the facilities, a wonderful residence area to gather for pool, gym, barbecue area. But if you don't like the barbecue area with all the lovely plants, I think most people would, but of course you've got a wonderful barbecue area on your own balcony. 30 days, 5%, ladies and gentlemen, is the time for settlement, as well as the deposit. That deposit, of course, needs to be transferred by 5 p.m. on Monday, proof thereof. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here we go. We're going to auction off this Pendrat. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go, away we go. Your opportunity right here and now. Terrific opportunity that you've got here. We've got a beautiful, beautiful property here. We've got wonderful, wonderful residents in this area. I know quite a few of them. They're just a beautiful address, so central, of course, to this new the shopping centre that we've got here. Plenty of ample parking around here. Lots of building going on around the area. It will only add to your price of your property. Values are going up all around, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a terrific opportunity for you right here and now. This is a beautiful unit. Those 3 bedrooms are all good sizes, and of course that balcony just lends itself looking over that big open lake area, and of course folks, a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for you in a gated area. Your opportunity right here and now. Other properties have been selling for, and not as good as this, between the 550, 575, ladies and gentlemen. I would have thought something like that to start us off. It's got to be fair and reasonable. Fair and reasonable, ladies and gentlemen. Your opportunity right here and now. Opportunity knocking here for a wonderful address, well rented out in these properties as well, if that's what you're wanting to do first up. But you know what, this is such a great alternative to, of course, the unit living, the apartment living, and of course the house living. This is one of the ones that are right in the middle, because it is so spacious. Coming from a big spacious home into a spacious apartment makes the world of difference. We are here. I know that we've got parties interested in this property. I know we've got parties interested. What are we doing over here, Heidi? It's your opportunity right here and now. Again, if there's no bidding, I'm going to simply pass the property in. We're here to help, here to assist, but I can't do anything unless we hear from on the telephone. Mark's on the phone as well. We've got David just sitting here shaking his head, so we've got Mark, Heidi. Again, I would have thought that 550 to 575 to start us off. Other properties have been selling for that. This is a better unit in my opinion, and certainly in Mark's and Heidi's opinion as well. They've been the marketing agents, ladies and gentlemen, as we go through this. Nikki's been around and working with them as well, so we're here to work with you and help negotiate under auction terms right here and now. So I'm going to call it up, give you fair warning at once. Mark, what are we doing? At twice. At third and final. Appreciate it. Okay, appreciate it. We're just getting a nod. We're wanting to negotiate afterwards, Heidi, that's fine. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, third and final call. All said, all done. Appreciate you all being here, folks. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and keep safe. Thank you from the professionals.